Yes, sir. Welcome to another edition of the Red Pill Chauvinist Show. I'm your braggadocious, your very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Yeah, man. We out here. I don't got my damn selfie stick, so we doing it old school style, man. Manual. What's this topic about? Bait game. Yay! Bait game. See, bait game is something I've spoken about, or I've touched on different episodes, on different panels, but I never really did a concentrated, you know what I'm saying, full drop on the topic. And recently I did a little IG story on how the bait game was working, and I had a subscriber of mine hit me in my DMs, letting me know how his bait game was working. Shout out to you, man. But bait game. I just thought of, I like to use definitions or running definitions. So what's bait game? Bait. Well, we already know bait is like, comes from like fishing. Bait is something that you use to lure your prey. You know what I mean? Because with your fangs out, it really don't work that way. You know what I mean? You have your prey run away. I just rhymed there, by the way. But yeah, man. What's up, Chief? But yeah, man. See, even though it's fucking drizzling and raining, I'm still out here doing drops for y'all. Anyway, bait game, man. Lure your prey in. Lure your prey. Now the way bait works is
bait can't look like bait.
I'm gonna say that again.
Bait can't look like bait.
Because even though your prey is dumb, they're not imbeciles. Okay? Bait game can't look like bait. Bait is what you use to lure your prey. Alright? You got that running definition. Next. Bait can come in many different ways. But the two specific that I'll talk about is the verbal bait and the physical bait. Verbal bait, physical bait. Alright. Now the reason why you want to bait a chick, bait, B-A-I-T, the reason why you want to bait a chick, because you don't want to come off looking thirsty, man. You don't want to come off looking like a fan. You know what I mean? These new age broads, if you cold approach them off top, they thinking that you're sweating them, that you on their jock. You know what I'm saying? But whereas if you learn how to bait these chicks, there'll be no cold approaching. There'll be no feeling of, oh, this guy sweat me, this guy's on my, you know what I'm saying, this guy's all over me. Because with the bait game, it kind of forces them to make their move. Before I get into the different bait games, I want to tell you what made me become conscious of my bait game. What I realized, I always had bait game, just wasn't, a lot of my game was subconscious, you know what I mean? I didn't read a book to do it, it was all from experiences, man. But as far as understanding bait game, I remember my old friend of mine, shout out to you, Jooks. You know what I mean? An old friend of mine told me about something he liked to call shiny ball syndrome. Shiny ball syndrome, because we were talking about chicks, and he was like, yeah, she like XYZ because, we're shiny. I'm like, what that got to do with anything? He's like, yo, shiny ball syndrome. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, just like with cats, you know what I mean? Anything that's shiny intrigues them. Anything that's shiny gets their attention. All right. So what I started realizing was a lot of things that I wear have a little glare to it. You know what I'm saying? Shiny doesn't mean light. What it means is it what can I say? It's colorful, it's vivid. Vivid is a good way of putting it. Vivid things, but we call the theory shiny ball syndrome. Shiny ball theory. When you see something shiny, they gotta be intrigued. So to get straight into it now, the physical bait game. The physical bait game is simple, man. Well, I guess it's simple for me because I've been doing it for so long. But just to describe the bait game, the bait game as far as the physical it could be the clothes that you wear. You know what I mean? Something as simple as this emblem right here. Look at the gold stitching. The gold stitching is kind of bright, right? So even though I'm not wearing a the red hat too, that's kind of like catches attention. But even in that red hat, you see this yellow stitching. It kind of is vivid, you know what I'm saying? Something like that'll catch a chick eye. You know what I mean? She might come to me and be like, oh, are you from Haiti? Oh, do you know about the Haitian Revolution? Oh, conversation starter. You know what I mean? I could just be making my coffee, not paying her attention. But she knows this is her way in. All right? Another one, something as simple as my shoes. I mean, I don't be, when I come to work, I really don't be, you know what I'm saying? But when I clean my shoes up or clean these shoes up, them shits will be shiny. You know what I mean? You don't think a chick is not gonna look at your shoe? Side note, when it comes to bait game, as far as like the physical, I mean, when I say physical, I'm talking about your clothes, not your physical body. Your physical body can be a bait game in itself, man. Word. If you got like my right hand man said, he said, yo, when you walking around with a big ass back, you know what I'm saying? You walk around, big ass back and all that. When a chick is looking at you from behind, she's asking herself,
I wonder what that back can do.
Yeah. When she see them traps, she's wondering, I wonder what those traps can do. Okay, so yeah, your body could definitely be a bait game. But back to the clothes. The clothes could be a bait game. The biggest bait you can use as far as your clothes. Yeah, buddy. Now, you know, I ain't wearing nothing special today, but I say that to say I can't tell you how many times when I pull out my special shoes, that's one of the first things a chick tells me. Oh, wow, I like your not hello, not how you doing, my name is. Wow, I like your shoes. Wow, those are conversation starter. All right, bait game. Bait game doesn't necessarily have to be something shiny per se. Another part of that, as far as like the physical bait game, with it not necessarily having to be shiny, it could be something that's different, something extraordinary. Now, I don't have any of that stuff on because, you know, I'm on my 9 to 5 right now, whatever. But when I am out, I have this little, what do you call that? Like a bracelet, but it's like made out of a limestone, and it has like tiger eye beads around it. Now I got it for its, you know, for like its electrical properties. Like it's supposed to be like a healing bracelet. And you know, shit look like lime. It ain't nothing. To me, it ain't nothing crazy. But it's so different from what most people are wearing. Most people have, you know, some type of rollie on or something crazy. You know what I mean? That's their type of bait game. But nah, it could be so simple. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. Now understand, when you buy yourself this bait, make sure you're doing it for yourself. I have this hat because I like this hat. I wore these shoes because I like these shoes. Something as simple as this hoodie. I like Coogee, right? This sweater in itself, this hoodie in itself is bait game. Why? How many times you seen a black hoodie with all these colors? See that? Now this is just my regular getup. You know what I'm saying? I just throw this on when I gotta go somewhere, boom. But peep, I want y'all to peep though. Look at the black hoodie and what's coming out the black hoodie. Red tassels, multicolored hand. They don't even know what this is. They be calling this shit Google. They be thinking I be having Google on. But anyway, everything I just pointed out to is a conversation starter. Oh, I like your hoodie. Is that Google? Oh, I like the design. What is that? Oh my God. See what I'm saying? No, what I was gonna emphasize was when it comes to you getting your bait game on, make sure whenever you buy bait, you buy it for yourself. You're not buying it to impress somebody else. You're not buying it on some, like what I do is I'll buy something I like, knowing that it will be bait. I don't go looking for bait like, do I like that? I hope I like that. Nah, man. Get what you like. Make sure that, and if you have that type of personality anyway, what you're gonna learn is you make your clothes don't make you. So what that mean? Don't think just because you put something on, it's gonna make you cooler. It's gonna make chicks notice you more. Nah, in actuality, no matter what you wear, your confidence has to flow through. You heard? Confidence flow through. And the last part, if y'all want any more elaborations on that, you let me know. But physical bait game could be your clothes, could be your body. But bait game is basically something that gives a woman an opportunity to start a conversation. That's another way of saying what bait is. Bait is leaving the door open or giving an avenue to a female to spark up conversation. Now, just because you have bait game and she says what she says, she points out your bait, that doesn't mean that you sit back and you wait for her to kick it to you. Nah, she did her part. She was brave enough to say something to you and da-da-da-da. So if you want to get with that, now it's your turn to use your mouthpiece, man. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the verbal bait. Verbal bait. Verbal bait is so much easier to do when you actually have a life. Yeah. When you actually have a life to live, bait game is so easy. A verbal bait game is so easy. So to give a quick example of what verbal bait game is, basically you have a conversation with somebody next to the person you're trying to bait, or in proximity of the person you're trying to bait. Let that conversation be about your extravagant lifestyle, about your business business ventures, about your travel experiences. You know what I mean? All these things she's gonna hear and she's gonna be intrigued, like, huh? Really? Word. So just to give you a quick example of the last time that worked, I went to a party real quick and I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I could roll solo dolo anytime. Long story short, I'm at the table. Shorty sitting like two chairs away from me. I'm there about 10 minutes and I made a conscious effort to not be in my phone. I wanted to be aware of what's going on around me, you know what I'm saying, so I could just absorb the environment. 10 minutes go by, she didn't say nothing to me, no biggie. A dude that I knew, he came, sat in front of me, we chopped it up a little bit. First thing I said out my mouth was, he was like, yo, where you been at? This and the third. I said, oh yeah, I just came back from Medellin, Colombia, blah, blah, blah. A word, he's like, what you doing out there? I'm like, yeah, I went out, to this fashion show, went to go check out my homegirl, blah, blah. You think Shorty next door wasn't listening? So I'm chopping it tomorrow, this, that, yeah, I'm thinking about going back, Finish chopping it, yo, my dude, I'm gonna holler at you later, boo. My dude leaves. Now I pull out my phone. Put my hand on my phone like, Doo.
Hey, so you say you went to Medellin?
Yeah, I went there like last month.
Oh, what you doing out there?
Oh, nah, I've been there a few times, you know what I'm saying? But this time I went out there to go support my homegirl. She got her own fashion company and all that.
Oh,
Now I see she want to have a conversation because she was baited from, and here she go. Oh, I travel too. I be going to Atlantic City and all that, and she trying to validate herself to bring herself to the same level as me. Yeah, chicks do that. So hope this helped you out, man. I'm about to go grab my food real quick, but yo, bait game, man. I might need to do a part 2. If you guys have questions, if you want me to elaborate on anything, I'll do a part 2 to it. But bait game, man. Bait game, man. Bait game, man. Walking bait. I even show you my chick. Yo, I'm not even gonna get into the accessories, jewelry, but understand bait game, man. Any questions, leave it in the comment section. Until then, Red Pill Chauvinist.